recognize the power of autonomy and isolation, right? Being able to be okay with being by yourself. We get so caught up in wanting to be accepted by people and wanting to be in relationship with people that we sacrifice ourselves for it. We allow people to mistreat us and do things to us, and we give them sentimental value. People don't have sentimental value. It's not about the things you've done for me in the past. I appreciate them. I have shown you gratitude, but I don't owe you my life because you've done things for me. How do you treat me right now? How do you make me feel right now? Is what you're doing a pattern? Those are the things you have to think about when you're in relationship with people. And you can't be afraid to set boundaries, because you will realize, like, all this time you were scared to step out there and be alone. But in relationships that you was in, you was already alone. You just had company, right? Like, you just had people that was spectators, right? Not people that was really doing life with you. Not people who really wanted the best for you and wanted to push you forward. You had people around you who wanted to see you fall, right? Because they had something to prove by you falling, right? So you have to recognize that taking autonomy of your life and setting these boundaries is a propel forward. Be okay with being by yourself, right? If you can't spend time alone, then you're afraid of your own thoughts. Like, what is keeping you from spending time by yourself? The things that you run from, you run into, because it's like you running looking backwards, right? So you don't even see the wall that you running into in front of you, because you still looking back there, because you don't want to face it. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to work through it. The only way to victory is through, right? God promised us victory, but he did tell us that we would face trials. So we have to fight. We can't be stuck in what we've been through and who mistreated us and all of these things and stop us from going forward. You reach out for people. You let people know that you're willing to work on relationships. And if people don't reach back, you keep going forward. Because I want to say something right here. Because you can't build relationships in fantasy. You can't imagine this person to be a person that they're not. You have to see people for who they are, and then allow people to see you for who you are. You can't keep people at distance because you're afraid of them knowing who you truly are. They either going to accept you or they're going to reject you. Either way, life goes on. The fear of being accepted or rejected keeps you in superficial, shallow relationships. No deep connections, no real bonds, nobody that you really feel like you can trust when you're in the mud, the thick of it, right? You want to keep those things to yourself because you got so many superficial relationships that you know if you tell them, they gonna talk about you and they're not gonna help you, right? So you keep everything inside, but you got all these people around you. Why? Because you're afraid to set boundaries. You're afraid to reach out and create real relationships. You're afraid to raise your baseline and stop expecting people to mistreat you, expecting people to do you wrong. You know, people, we really get addicted to being mistreated. So much so that when somebody treat us right, we reject them because we be addicted to being mistreated. We rather chase somebody's approval than be with somebody who already accepts us and want to see us grow, right? We do that. And we do that because of our own internal self-sabotaging behaviors. Like, we're doing these things because inside we don't feel good enough for genuine connection. So we self-sabotage it. All because you're not willing to break off these superficial relationships so you can build true, genuine connections. Because as long as you hold on to those relationships, you can't build true, genuine connections because you two separate people, right? You being separate people all the time, keeping everything separated, trying to keep things to yourself because you don't trust people. So then when you meet new people, you don't trust them either because the people around you, you already can't trust. So you don't feel like you can trust nobody. But you should let go of the people you can't trust and gravitate to people you can trust. But you gotta first trust yourself that you know what's best for you and that you can do that. So the relationship that you need to start with is yourself. That's why autonomy and isolation is a good thing for you. So that you can understand and connect with who you are. That way, your baseline is set in a healthy place and you will create healthy relationships and healthy spaces in your own life. And you will flourish and be who God created you to be. But you got to let go of that fear of being who God created you to be. The fear of knowing who God created you to be because you don't have the time to spend time with yourself. When are you present in the moment? When are you not scrolling on your phone, checking your phone, and just being present in the moment? Not checking notifications, not looking at something else, actually being present in the moment. At dinner, in conversation with your kids, do you look them in the eyes or are you looking at your phone? Be present in your own life. I love y'all.